Thank you, y'all. Thank you, everyone, for your love and your support. Thank you all. I want to thank you all. Thank you for your love and support, y'all. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, for real. I want to thank you all. Thank you, everyone, for your love and support. I really appreciate you all. Um, I hope to say that my health can stay well, and in that journey of my health, I would like that. I would like that I'm able to continue on exposing any viewers that take interest in learning new things. I really hope over time I could continue to expose that to your common viewer who swipes and passes by my channel. That is my general purpose of why I'm doing this channel, or why I just do a lot of things in general, is for learning basis, and to open your imagination. I like that's all. I guess that's what keeps me running in life. It keeps me going on. Thank you. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking that, and I hope you're doing well in your day as well. Thank you. Thank you for asking that. I appreciate that very much. But like what I'm saying, yeah, the general purpose of my channel is to expose common viewers to uncommon things that can spark your imagination. To spark your imagination about things that might be around you right now, or things that maybe you could work at over time to gain to be around over time. So just always try to broaden your imagination is the key. Try to broaden your imagination out of the city or the town you're living in, or the country that you're living in. Try to broaden your imagination into a couple other countries that can maybe help better you. So, you know, yeah, I got you, bro. I got you, bro. You're gonna be removed playing around on my channel with that kind of language. Yeah, you could get a whole 24 hours for yourself right there in the corner. Yeah, don't come on my channel or my page with that disrespectful language to me. I'm zero tolerant. Zero tolerant. Zero tolerant. So people like you, I would advise people in real life not to even be around you. Don't even waste a second being around you, because you're wasting seconds to minutes to hours of people's life. To the person that I just blocked, you're wasting people's life away being around you. I would advise many people do not be around that kind of a person. So once again, like I said, dude, there's many things around y'all right now every day that could maybe be a game changer to your life, but it's really up to you to expose yourself to these different kind of materials and things that are commonly around you every day that can just build your imagination over time. You know? So yeah, you see? We out of here. If that's your problems for yourself in life. Oh, I could have swore I just pressed yours. I pressed the wrong one. You got me pressing the wrong one. Yeah, it's you. You out of here. You out of here. Yeah, nah, this definitely is gonna. Thank you. Thank you for saying that positive comment. I appreciate that very much. So I definitely eventually gonna need a moderator. Well, really, it ain't even I need a moderator. I just gotta set up before I do my live stream certain words that you're not permitted to type into the context of my channel. Like if you want to speak about that with your own family members on a daily basis, by all means, or to your neighbors, you could do that. And while everybody start looking at you like you're a weirdo, whatever, but don't come on my channel with that. I hope you won't have to imagine that for too long. I hope you'll be able to experience that. And I really do mean that. I hope you'll get to experience that one day, to be walking around and like, let's just say that's gonna be the first step to you, and I really hope that that gets to be the actuality. You're imagining it, and eventually you're gonna be doing it. So, if you want it, you're gonna be there. You're gonna be in Japan. Salute to Japanese. Salute to China. Salute to Taiwan. Salute to Korea. Salute to Indonesia. Salute to all the people who double tap my screen right now and gives a like. I appreciate that. Salute to the positive people in the comments. Thank you. Thank you very much. Salute to you. Salute to the people who give a double tap on the screen to give a like, because they're not a zesty lowlife. I really appreciate you very much. You know? But like I said, thank you. Thank you to the people who are willing to comment on my page, who are willing to give a subscribe, give a like, who maybe have a little bit of spark of wanting to be exposed to things that could open up their imagination. I would definitely say it starts with reading, y'all. It starts with reading, but it's not only reading like whatever's your country language. It's reading foreign language books and learning how to translate, learning how to understand a little bit of through translation in those countries, what you're looking at, what are these kind of things. Expose yourself, broaden the imagination. So this is sheet, well, this is not sheet music, but it's a sheet music book for the I think it's the what instrument, it might be multiple instruments, like maybe 6 to 8 instruments. It's a whole book of sheet music. It's Japanese, but basically all sheet music is in the same language. It's just Japanese text added to it. So if you know how to read sheet music, you can basically read sheet music anywhere around the world. It shouldn't be a problem. It's the same. It's all the same drawings, all the same notes and everything. Nah, you definitely could do it. If you're in America, my best tip to you is like, one option that can help make your flight cheaper is first flying to California and then flying from California to Japan. If you could get a ticket and leave from California to Japan, it's around like $800 round trip. But you know, just have destination, have good things that could kind of benefit your trip going there, instead of just losing money. You know, that's what I would really more say. You know, yo, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the couple people checking me out right now. Thank you for a moment of your time. That's really what I be on, about positivity. You know, that's what I really would say. It's all about positivity, y'all. And the more that you can stay practicing that, the better of a human being you are. The better living spaces and environments you're amongst. If you could look up on your computer and it's saying around that price, that's not bad. If they're telling you a round ticket, even if you're in Europe and they're telling you a round ticket is around 600, 800, I'm telling you, that's worth it. I would pay that. I'm telling you, that's like the cheapest. That might be, I don't know. I'm looking for cheaper, but I think that's around 600. I never even seen 600. I've seen 700 and change to 800 and change. So if you're seeing 600 round trip, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's a really good price. If you can see around 600 to 700 and change, that's a really good price, yo. If I was to say, you know. Yeah, nah. If you're in Europe and they're saying those kind of numbers right there, that's really good. That's a really good price. Like, I wish mine's is double that. Mine's is 1,200 to 1,400. All right, from where I'm at right now. If I wanted to just leave from right here, it's 1,200 to 1,400. So that is a wild good deal right there. 100%, I would say that's a great deal. I hope y'all having a positive day. Once again, thank y'all very much for being on this channel with me, spending a little bit of time with me. Shout out to the people who wanted to double tap that screen, give a like, because they're not a zesty low light. I appreciate that so much. And truly, like what I was saying from when this video began, is that over time, the more that this channel can grow, and I can start traveling and whatnot, you will be exposed to more uncommon things, that we should develop to have common knowledge for. We all deserve to grow. If anything, I would say all day, every day. We all deserve to grow. It's very simple. It's very simple. We all deserve to grow. We all deserve a shot. So, positivity is the key. That's the real main thing I would always say. Positivity is the key. And negativity is a waste of your energy and time. Anybody around practicing that, that's a waste of energy and time. This channel I'm doing right now, I'm not even making no money off of it. I'm just doing this just to build a channel. To be honest. To keep it a whole hundo right now. I already clarified on this channel to make money and stuff like that, and I'm still not even gonna do that yet. I just want to build the channel. To really be quite frank. And then after building the channel, maybe then I'll activate the option that you can make money for streaming. But I already have that option granted to me. It's already officially granted to this channel. I could stream whatever. I could make money for streaming. I didn't activate it yet. Just solely because I just want to I don't know. It goes for most of my social medias I mess with. The masses are all rushing. Oh, I want to make money doing this. I just want to build a channel up, yo. Keep it 100 with you. I just want to build a channel up. So, if you could double tap that screen and give a like because you're not a zesty low life, I will always appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate all y'all time. Thank you very much that y'all spend with me. Thank you. Thank you to the double taps. Thank you to the people who double tap that screen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're kind-hearted. You're one of the good ones, if might I say. We still got a couple of them out here. We still got a couple of them still alive. They're around. The decent ones. Y'all feel me? Yo, that's the key, y'all. To care about each other is the key. I like this interview I just saw recently from a young Chicago kid, and he's a man, he's a grown man, but some of the context of what he was saying out of his mouth was beautiful. Yo, there is some dudes in these different states of the country, they are human beings. They're saying human being language. That was crazy. That was crazy. We're only doing positive context here. So okay, if you wanna be bullying me in my chats, the least you could be doing is double tap that screen. For anybody who wants to be bullying me in my chat and you have yet to double tap that screen, you are a zesty lowlife. Alright? I will not engage with you because you're a zesty lowlife with the audacity to not double tap, but then you're gonna just be clapping at me in the comments. Keep it pushing. You get no engagement. Straight up. Your average person who would be already streaming like this, they would definitely have been activated their account to be getting paid for it, all this other stuff. I'm not even doing that. I'm not even gonna be doing that. I'm not even working on doing that no time soon. Double tap the screen or I'm blocking you for harassing me. Matter of fact, that's what you need regardless. Let's put you on 24 hours of timeout. So all my haters, that's all you're gonna keep getting. It's 24 hours of pure timeout. You're gonna be put on just habitual timeouts. Timeout, 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 timeout. It's easy. It's easy to put you on timeout. That don't burst my brain. Now you're gone. Now I'm talking about positivity while you're gone. No context for you. Out it. You're out. Strike one. You missed. Strike two. Missed again. Strike three. You're out of there. Oh, you're not happy no more? You're not happy you're out of there? It's a part of life. That is what you call a part of life. That's how life goes. That's how life goes, bro. Shout out to my haters. They wish they can be like me. They wish they had a page like me. They are so sad. Boo. That's what the haters really be doing. They're upset. Why does this person got this? Or why does boo? Boo. That's them. Shout out, peace to Brazil. Peace to Brazil. Yeah. Yeah. Which game do I play? I don't really play no games. I play this game. I play SOCOM for the PS2. Yo, peace to Brazil. I got a couple friends who live out there. Not that they go on trips. They're born and raised in Brazil. All right. Nah, peace to you. Peace to you, yo. Nah, I definitely want to go to Brazil. I definitely want to go. I just hope that the rice and beans is good. I would be so mad. Any like South Central American country, if I go to it and the rice and beans is not banging, I'm gonna be so mad, yo. That's the one main thing I'm gonna say. How I'm gonna determine the fate of whatever country I go to in South and Central. If I do not like the rice and beans, like I don't mean like, oh, I just go to one restaurant and I didn't like the rice and beans. If I go to multiple places and I don't like the rice and beans, I'm gonna be mad. Like, oh no, oh, like what am I doing here? Oh, I got you. I got what you're saying. I got what you're saying. You said for the reference, you're referring me you're referring me some Brazilian funk. I got you, yo, bro. I got a friend. I was just saying. I got some friends who live there. They're born and raised. They live out there. I got a couple friends. I could call like right on like right after this video chat. I could just call and chat with them. Well, I mean, if they're not busy right now, I could chat with them or whatever. So yeah. Shout out to my friends and shout out to people out in Brazil. Shout out to my Japanese people out in Brazil. Shout out to my Koreans. Shout out to Native Americans. Shout out to Puerto Ricans. Shout out to my African Americans. Shout out to my Caribbean black Caribbean people. Shout out to my Africans. Shout out to everybody, yo. Shout out to everybody. Wherever you are. Shout out to Positive Vibes. Shout out to the people who double tap the screen to give a like because they're not a zesty lowlife. You know? Did you double tap that screen to help give a like on my page, or are you a zesty lowlife? What are you doing? What are you doing, Rocky? What are you doing here? What are you doing, Rocky? Double tap that screen. Do this. Do this what I'm doing right now, y'all. Try to do a beat with tapping the screen. Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? We chilling. Shout out to whoever's stream farming my page right now. I'm gonna tell you thank you very much. You are a goat. People want to call me a goat. No. I'm going to call whoever it is you right now who stream farming my page. I love you. Thank you. You're the GOAT. If any of y'all come across my page right now and you want to stream farm my page, I love you. You're number one. Shout out to you. Because I've seen that happen before. I've seen some high numbers on my page, and that was kind of crazy. So whenever, shout out to any stream farmers who come across my page. You are the GOAT. You're number one. You're the best. You're the best around. And nothing's gonna ever take you down. You're the best around. And nothing's gonna ever take you down. Shout out to the stream farmers. Especially the ones in China. That's the best stream farmer. China. Yeah, another. You're a loser, baby. So why don't I block you? Oh, you can get blocked all day long. Cause you're a loser, baby. So yes, I will block you. Alright? That's how that goes. Huh. You got 86,000 seconds. Huh. All right. Cook that. Cook. Let's see what you could cook in those 80,000, 86,000 seconds. Let's see what you can cook. Cause you're a loser, baby. So now I'ma block you. Huh. You think I'm gonna entertain nonsense and I'm not even I only see 4 people gave me likes so far? You must be crazy. You must be crazy. You must be crazy. Cause you're a loser, baby. So now I must block you. What? You thought I was gonna chill and look at your nonsense all day long? No, you're a loser, baby. So yes, I'ma block you. What now? Loser. Nah, you can't play music on your live streams. You can't promote or play other people's stuff on your channels, or you'll get flagged for it. You're a loser, baby. So yes, I will block you. Buy these 2 games. These games you can get these for $10, I think, still, or $5. Well, this game I think is like it ain't no $10, $5. It's like $40, I think $60 now. But this one is gonna go up in value, and this you can still buy for $10, and this is gonna be like a $100 game. 2 game suggestions. What is this? Atari? Some Demon Attack. Japanese rival school storefront demo. It literally says it's not even for sale. Like there's 2 kind of discs that we will get. One of them that the like regular people like me would get is called the not for resale. But then the storefronts will get this like games like this or whatever for the storefronts. So that's Rival Schools Project Justice for the Dreamcast. Zaza! I put the new 4Gs on the Jeep. Bloody bottles that's underneath. And getting out the streets. Bars. I put the new 4Gs on the Jeep. Bloody bottles that's underneath. And getting out the streets. Bars. 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 It ain't the CEO who reviews it. It's some old dude who be at the record labels and he plays the song of it. Bars. Bars. Like, all right, we can roll that song out. He clarified it. Bars. 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 Yeah. Yeah, that's there's a Project Justice. So this is part 2 for the Dreamcast. It's Project Justice demo disc. This is the Project Japanese. That's Japanese. I just got that the other day. It came in the mail just the other day. So I actually bought that. Not yo. The new wave is kind of funny. Is people advertising? Oh, look at my collections and all this garbage, whatever. I'm not even. I actually bought this. Is the second copy I got of it. I actually bought this to trade eventually with somebody for something else. But this is not even an advertisement about that. To keep it a hundo. Like I don't like that people are doing that. Nah, I'm definitely glad they put that on the collection. I'm buying that collection. I think it might be smart just to buy two cartridges or whatever system you're gonna play that on. I think it would be smart to get like two copies of it. But for me, I think I'm gonna get the cartridge version. No, that's a banger. And I don't got the 200 and some odd dollars to buy the Dreamcast disc. No, I don't. I used to have it actually. I used to have the original. And then you're getting a copy of Cannon Spike. So that's gonna be like that's like a 300 or more dollar cartridge, to be honest with you. That Capcom collection is gonna be like a 300 more or more dollar cartridge in value. Yeah, I would advise anybody. The reason I'm gonna say get a Switch, collect Switch games, is that you don't have to worry about the cartridges. You don't have to worry about the your material like degrading or messing up over time compared to a CD. So I would 100% tell y'all, yeah, the cartridges is gonna last 50, 100 years, maybe to say, but the CDs, you're gonna have to like, you're gonna have to put away CDs in closets if you want your CDs to stay good. Exactly. Yup. You're gonna have to put your CD away in a closet. Basically, over time. And when I mean over time, really over a short amount of time, if you really want to take care of your CDs, you should immediately put them in the put them away in the closet. But the cartridges, you don't got to really worry about that. To be honest, you don't got to worry about that. So, there's a lot of good games that came out between the PS4 and the Switch. Maybe PS5 will start releasing some games like that, but I just rather collect for the Nintendo wise. A lot of these games that have been coming out are Nintendo games. Let's just say. So that's like This is an anniversary weekend. That's another example to anybody, whether you're young or older person, and you're watching this video right now. The Japanese, this for the past 3 or 4 years, this is like a 30 or 35-year anniversary to games that came out from the Nintendo era, and this might be the only time they reprint it. This might be the one only shot you're gonna get that they reprinted some crazy games, some really good objects. So, yeah, I would say collect the Switch. Collect demo disc. If you could collect demo disc for the PS1, PlayStation Magazine disc 1 and 2, I think is good disc. Disc number 10, and 2 discs got 2 Metal Gear playable demos. I think 1 or 2 discs got Silent Hill playable demos. So there's some good demo discs that got good games on. That got good games that I would advise people to start stacking up on. You know, if you want to if you want to deal with the responsibility of CDs, then yeah, I would say y'all should start trying to collect those demo discs. No, I'm in a office chair, computer chair, whatever. You know, I'm in one of those chairs. Nah, it's real. That disc squat thing is real. So yeah, you gotta put your disc away in the closet if you can. Cartridge wise, that's why at this moment I'm gonna mainly just buy cartridges, to be honest. Maybe if I really like the game that's coming out and it's only coming out on CD, I'll buy it, but I don't really see myself doing that anymore. And the cartridges, you just don't gotta worry about them. You don't gotta worry about them. What's another example? This should show you. Like, even if you had loose cartridges, like this is my friend Pedro inside of there. Even if you could get loose cartridges for cheap, you know how many cartridges you could fill up in a Ziploc bag? That's a lot. That you could fill up like maybe hundreds to 1,000 cartridges in a decent Ziploc bag. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So yeah, my advice for the PlayStation Magazine, I would say to you, is that a lot of YouTube pages, they went through the whole list of all the demo discs. So I would say to y'all, go back through that list and look at which demo disc got the bangers on it and get those demo discs. So, like I just referred, There's a demo disc or two that got playable demos of Metal Gear. I would advise get that. There's a demo disc, I think, or two for Silent Hill. There's a Kelowna demo disc. There's a Tomba demo disc. There's a Parappa the Rapper demo disc. There's a those PlayStation magazines. It's kind of weird to say to y'all, but in Japan, you I don't know if you was able to get it for free. In Japan, they will put the demo disc on a singular thing. In America, for some odd reason, this look. So this is actually PlayStation Magazine right here. I think that's PlayStation Magazine. And then this is the other way we was getting demo discs, was PlayStation Underground. So in America, we was getting it through, we was getting it PlayStation Underground, and we was getting it PlayStation Magazine. But in Japan, or like Asia wise, they were getting like singular. They were getting it just like the actual singular disc. So it's weird to say, but like if you want to get the demo, I don't got a bunch of American demo discs. I don't really got a bunch of demo discs in general, but what I just learned about it is that what I just learned about this is that there's some demo discs that I think a lot of people would consider wanting to have, and you still could get them for very cheap. No, that basically those was based. Those were, official PlayStation Magazine was basically, that's both Sony sending you the they were like, I don't know how to say, they were like monopolizing, but they were supposed to, America was supposed to let the game companies release those discs on their own for us in America too, and they just didn't do that. That's the best way I could explain that. So that's why the main way how you would get the demos to these games, it would be through this PlayStation Magazine or PlayStation Underground, I guess to say. But it's worth it. I would say to y'all, if you wanna even if you wanna look at it on an investment behalf, I would advise that you can get these demo discs for very cheap still. And there's a lot of good ones. Those demo discs are gonna be worth $50. Those demo discs could be worth $100. It's going to happen. It's going to happen eventually. So okay. These demo discs, what year are these from? So this is 20 years old. These demo discs you could have got 1 billion times for $1. You could have got those for $1 billion times over. So okay, I don't know, because to be honest with you, when it came to those official PlayStation Magazine and PlayStation and PSM or whatever, I never bought that stuff, to keep it 100. So I get what you're saying by that. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I never bought it. I played PlayStation 1, 2. I didn't really play PlayStation 3 nor 4 like that. I collect PlayStation 4 now, but I never really collected for PS3 or 4. I gotta actually like I got a couple PS3s. Cause people basically, before the PS5 came out, here's a piece of advice I would say to y'all. Like, if you really want to collect, PS4 consoles, the prime era of it is gonna be when like the next PlayStation console comes out. When the PS6 finally comes out, people are gonna like really abandon their PS4s, where you could get those for like $20 maybe to say. And the next funny part is the period of the time where people officially abandon the game system and its game and all the game contents for it and whatnot. It's right around the corner where it's gonna go right back up in value. If there was one way I could explain it in a nutshell. It's a period of time. It could be a couple of years, and to be honest with you, who wants to keep that in space with that you can use for other content, so people get rid of it. But I would say it's kind of similar to that. The period of the time where those games or that console is like really really dirt in value is going to be a couple of years after that. It should be at least go back to at least 100 and change. Yeah, no, there's a good couple of PS4 games. Like I would say, look up the Metrovania category and any PS4 Metrovania games. Buy those. Um, they got a lot of good games. They got a lot of shmups. They got a lot of Metrovania. You got the remothered part one and part two. That's great horror games. There's a couple really good horror games. It's a lot of good different contexts of games. To be honest with you, that was selling for like $5, $10 as well. Um, and then back to the Switch. The Switch had a bunch of good games as well. The Switch so far, when it comes to the battle of what games is going to be the most of value, like let's say a game came out between the Switch and the PlayStation, it's the Nintendo games that's actually holding the higher value. That's another thing. So it's the Nintendo games, yeah. Because there's a game called Signalis that came out less than a year and change ago, and I think it's sold out already. And the Nintendo Switch copy is like $20 more than the PS4 copy. So that's why once again I would say, yeah, just collect Switch, yo. Just collect the Nintendo Switch. Um, if you could get yourself 2 or 3 copies of the Ninja Turtles collection for Nintendo Switch, I would say get used, even used. But just if you can get a complete in box, I would say yeah, get a copy of that. I would definitely say get a copy of that. Those is collectibles. That game, it got basically all the Nintendo up to the Super Nintendo and arcade. Ninja, it got like all the Ninja Turtle games on it. That's a good collectible. Yeah, nah, there was a lot of PS4 games. I would say a lot of them. There's a lot of good PS4 games. PS4 is actually better. I would say PS4. How I would describe to y'all the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch is is. I don't know how they're gonna do if they're gonna really do this with the PS5. We hope that they do, but the PS4 and the Switch is a combination of the Switch is a combination of all Nintendo consoles that came out before it. The PS4 is a combination of all PS4s that came out before it. The games that they published physically. They didn't do that for the PS3 era. They didn't do that for the PS2 era. So basically, from the PS1 era, and my fault, PSP as well as PS Vita as well. Or from PS1 up to PS3, PSP, PS Vita, all of that got put onto the PS4. Now, is they gonna do that with the PS5? I don't know. I don't know. I know some people that are collecting for PS5, and now I don't play UFC. I used to play the old UFCs, but I don't play UFC. I don't really play games like that. Um, the PS5, I think they're producing less copies of the games. When games come out, I think they're producing less discs of those games compared to other consoles. So yes, that could have value in that behalf, but like I'm telling you, like I've been following. I definitely would say I've kind of been following the PS5 if I've been collecting for PS4, and I haven't really bought any PS5 games. No, I just don't play games like that. I like Fallout New Vegas, and I can play that. I can play Fallout New Vegas over and over and over and over and over because it's just a fun game to play. So I'm a Fallout New Vegas kind of person. Um, but yo, like what I'm saying to y'all, The Nintendo Switch, I'm telling y'all, like the DS and the 3DS are two great consoles to collect for. But the Switch, I would tell you, um, the catalog that came out for the Nintendo Switch, no Nintendo system compares to it so far. I can't compare. The only systems I could compare to the Nintendo Switch is the NES and the SNES. That's how good it is to say. If I had to compare um on a successful Nintendo against the Nintendo Switch, I'm gonna tell you it's somewhere in the NES SNES era. Um, I'll give you four eras actually: NES, Game Boy Color, SNES, Game Boy Advance. Like you're getting really good. I would say in a way like you're getting very very good games. Yeah, those are all shovelware games. Yo, UFC, Madden, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Cyberpunk, um, whatever this game is called. Oh, Jack and Dexter, whatever. That's shovelware. You're talking about shovelware games. So those are games that like 6 months to a year later you could pay like $5, $10 for. If you wanted to trade it in, you're only gonna get $2.50 for it. But games like this, Project Justice, you're gonna be coming out your pockets like $200 for that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about games that's gonna be like $100, 150, $300, $1,000. There's a lot of games that happens with. Silent Hill for the PS1 at a time was a $10 game, I think. You could have bought them from five to $10 over and over and over. That's $100 and some odd dollar, $200 game. Silent Hill Part 1 up to 4, you could have paid $5 to $10 for. Over and over and over and over and over again, and then you would have had $175, $200 object for spending $5, $10. It's real. Get a copy of Remothered for the PS4. I mean, unless they wind up making a PS5 version, which they still didn't do yet. There's two Remothereds. Those you can get those for $10. You could buy the Remothered games for $10. Those are going to be $100 games. So, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. One of the people or the main person who made Symphony of the Night made this game. You could buy this for like I think $5 or $10. This is gonna be $100 game. That's gonna be $100 game easy eventually. You just gotta hold on to it. You're 20 years old. Basically, you're gonna hold on to these games for the next 10, 20 years. By the time you're 40, you turned your little $5, $10 bill, aside from whatever else you did for income, you got another stash of things worth money. It's really simple. You hoard on to them. You hoard on copies of them. It's really simple. And it's really cheap. It don't really cost nothing to do. Double tap that screen and give a like. Don't be a zesty lowlife. I'm about to get off of this soon. Yeah, that's a fact. I'm about to get off of this soon. But like I was saying, yeah, it's just about holding things for a 10-year, 20-year span. And from that, you got an object worth a couple dollars, and you didn't really spend no money on it. It's really elementary. It's really elementary because a lot of people still ain't even collecting these like that. The smart ones, there's smart people who got doubles and triples of all this stuff hoarding it. They're hoarding it already. But then there's a lot of others in the masses that just, they don't know. Those Silent Hill demos could wind up costing more than the actual, like, and I'm talking about used demo discs. The Silent Hill demo that's been sitting around for mad long, whatever, could wind up costing more in value than the actual Silent Hill game. That's what that the when it comes to Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, I think even Game Boy, some of the most expensive games are the demos. So like I said, that's the purpose of this channel. Anybody willing to be positive, double tap that screen, give a like, help my channel grow. The purpose is of learning base. You'll learn from the more that I learn. I'm not gatekeeping. I'm not gatekeeping at all. That's for the birds. No gatekeeping over here. You can learn and grow from this channel. I'm telling you about objects you can spend $3 on, $5 on, and it's gonna turn into like a $50, $100 bill. I might have spent like $4 on this book, I think. And this book is like a $50 or more book. If somebody wants it. Not say if somebody wanted it, if I wanted to sell it, like list it online, it's like a $40, $50 book. Spent $4 on it. So I turned my $4 into $40. I don't even think that's 400%. I think that's 4,000% profit. It's something over like 100%. If I spent $8, I think 100% or 200% profit is $8. So it gotta be like 8,000. It's like 2,000% basically. So I bought a book for $4 and it's 2,000% profit once it got in my hands. They don't talk about numbers like that on the internet, right? When you can buy an object and they keep telling you, oh, you can make 50%, or if you keep putting your money in this FRA, whatever it's called, you'll get 3% every year. No, there's objects you can buy around the world, and once you buy the object, it's like 2,000% profit. The medicine they sell you, that's your first hint. If you're in America, I'm gonna tell you the number one example for your entire life, from the day you was born up to the day you gone. I'm gonna tell you the number one example of this business I'm talking about. 2,000%. Medicine. Your medicine ain't 200%. 200. If I'm saying that percentage right, 200% is double. So that means you pay $5. And if you wanted to make a $10 bill, you make 200%. If I'm saying that number right. If it's not right, then it's 100%. But it doesn't matter. You should get the point what I'm saying. We're talking about doubling your money. In America, like this book I bought for $4, they profit 2,000%. In American business, it's 2,000%. That's how I would explain to you business, capitalist business. Capitalist business ain't making 200%. And then the funny part is, you know how they know your average person is really stupid? I'm gonna give you another example. The fact that you will put money into some kind of funding thing and all you're getting back is 3%, 11%. You're getting back 3%, 11%, and in your lifetime, there's a billion objects you can buy right now at the moment that is worth 1,000, 2,000%. Why wouldn't you keep going after the 1,000, 2,000%? Why would you accept 3%? Get what I'm saying? So, yo, it's real, y'all. It's real. Yo, these, back in the days, if anybody, parents came from the 70s, came from the 50s, came from, or whatever of those eras, silver nickels were only worth 5 cents. Silver nickels, dimes, and quarters is worth like $2.50, $5 and up now. Silver nickels, from a nickel up to a quarter, is worth from $2.50 up to $5 each. That's the same thing of what I'm talking about with this right here. That's 1,000, 2,000% profit. That's not 200% profit of a nickel is 10 cents. That's two. So you got two nickels. You got a dime. You got 10 cents, or you got two nickels. That's 200%. $2 from, if you got a nickel and that nickel's worth $2, you're talking about like 2,000% maybe profit, raise in value. Yes, in your lifetimes, there's certain objects that jump from the original value to 1,000, 2,000%. And if you teach yourself about it and stack up on those objects, you just turned the freaking nickel into a 2,000% value object. That's smart. That is extremely smart. That is extremely, to me, that's what I'm into. What is 10 fucking objects right now in your time that is worth a nickel or 10 cents, and in the next 10 or 20 years is gonna jump 2,000%? You're wowing. Get with it. I need that. I need 10. I want 10 objects right now at my age. I'll risk on that easy. I will risk on it easy. I need 10 objects. In your lifetime, there's an object born and raised around you, and for the next 40 years, until when you hit 60 years, if you do, it's gonna jump 2,000%. But in your lifetime, it's worth a nickel to 10 cents. Yo, peace to you. Peace to you, Knowledge Born. We're all neighbors and family. How about we say it like that? Because that's all neck of the woods what you're talking about. Peace to you, Knowledge Born. We all family, bro. That's the way to think and go. Anybody who's your neighbors, really on another behalf, is your family. That's how I know about how I'm born and raised. So peace to you. Yo, but like I'm dead ass to y'all, yo. And our parents and our grandparents' times, it happened to them. They didn't know the nickel and the dime was about to be $2.50, $5 a nickel or a dime. They didn't know that shit. They didn't know that shit. It can happen with copper pennies. It can happen in our time with a copper penny, y'all, and that'll be crazy. You know? That, like, I would tell y'all in the millions, thousands of the millions, like, yeah, no, I remember, like, silver nickels and dimes disappearing, whatever, and then the next one was the fucking penny. We overlooked it. We thought it was nothing, and then look, a penny be $2.50, $5. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. A penny turns into $2.50, $5 a penny. But it happened. It already happened. I'm telling y'all the example of how it happened is with a nickel and a dime. So don't overlook that there's 10 other objects right now in our life that's just like that nickel and dime. It's unfortunate, but don't overlook it. It's right here. It's right here in front of you. That same nickel and dime right now that's worth $2.50 is enough. I think one day it might want to be in the penny next. It might wind up being a penny, the next one. So take that to mind. What I'm saying, y'all, it's a true. This is real facts. This is based off of real factual things that I'm talking about. That there's everyday objects aside from working a job and building careers. That's one thing that keeps a roof and source of income over your head. But then there's other things that you could build upon. That while doing that journey, you could triple, quadruple amplify your scenario. You could really quadruple amplify it. That, like, that's what it's about. It's about figuring those pieces out. It's really about figuring those pieces out, y'all. I swear to everything I love. That shit is your life changer. That shit is your life changer about your imagination. And when I mean choices you can make, I don't mean choices you can make as buying some dumbass car, buying some fucking dumbass, just dumb shit. No vanity. No vanity. No materialistic, no vanity. That's for birds. Talking about life-changing stuff. Like basically, you're able to finally buy a metal cog in your life. And a metal cog is a piece that generates a machine. A metal cog is what makes your car roll. That we in our body we have different versions of our metal cogs that get your blood pumping and make your eyes fucking open up and whatnot. You got to be able to afford that metal cog that could keep generating your money. That's how I would look at it. No, that is true. There are pennies. There are pennies that hit for different values and prices. But I'm telling you, it could be a day. What I'm talking about is a common penny could wind up turning into $2, $2.50. It could wind up happening. If it already happened with silver, why it's not gonna happen with copper? Gold went up in value just recently. Gold just went up in value just recently. What the next thing it'll trickle down to is silver. The next thing it'll trickle down to aside from silver is copper. It's straight like that. Gold just went up in value just like a couple months ago. I think just like a month or a month and a half ago, gold went up in value. It trickles down to silver. It trickles down to copper. So, you know, anybody, you from New York, peace to you all, yo. Peace to my family, yo. I love you all. Even if you ain't from New York. I don't give a shit where you from. I love you all. And peace to you all. Straight up. Straight up. You know? I just learned. I really solidifiably just learned some important information to my life that I really want to pay homage, and I want to figure out how I could pay homage to the to East New York Brownsville black community. I want to pay homage to the Tomahawks because they for a very long time people think gangs in the five boroughs were just uncivilized people, and that's not all true, yo. That's wild beyond far from the truth. Gangs were just like uncivilized groups of people and shit like that. And I want to say that where my family was from, that was the and born and raised. My family was from when Tomahawks was basically before they was even thunk of. My family grew up there before even the existence of it. So that was their neighbors, was that neighborhood. My family's from Brownsville, but Tomahawk stomped through basically all the way to the end of fucking Queens to the Brownsville areas and whatnot, and some of my neighbors and family members, that is their background. So salute and peace to the original Tomahawks. If I was to say for a second, that's old school. That's like the foundations, like foundation. I didn't even know Tomahawks was the biggest gang in history. And it's really not even to say they were a gang. They were more of a organized group of survival. It was really just survival. That shit wasn't no, because right after a snap of a finger of a certain period of time, those people transcended onto other things of positivity. It wasn't even in the 80s really changed the game about unity. It messed up some stuff about neighborhoods, but regardless to what, y'all, how a lot of people try to describe let's say, like, if you ever wanted to look up what's the scariest neighborhoods in Brooklyn, New York and whatnot, I'm telling you that to a high percentage, that's a fucking lie. 90s, like, let's just give a high percentage of 88, if not 90 something percent of majority of projects, and the hardest projects you could ever think of in the universe, is working class people first. That's the majority of those living spaces. And whoever is the 5 or 10 gangster people or whatever, the people in their living space is hopefully, I would say, are working class people as well. Or it might be a dire situation that put them in the behalf of why they're putting in that kind of work. Like, they're in a living situation where their family or their parents have a disability where this is the only way I could get a piece of bread, and I'm not even talking about $1. I'm talking about food. So got to get with it. Yeah, but the reality of how I would paint, how people try to paint anybody, if you watch on YouTube, and these spooky and all these negative stories about projects, a high 88%, not majority is working class good people. Majority is working class good people, and that is an important factor that does need to be mentioned. That is a very important factor that needs to be mentioned. Shout out to the peace, respect, homage to Tomahawks and Sonny Carson. Sonny Carson click and Tomahawk click. So peace to Sonny Carson and peace to Akbar. Much homage and respect to both families. I really do mean that. Much homage and respect to Sonny Carson and Akbar family. Those dudes, those two families, genuinely, you be a stranger. Well, not say a stranger, but like you grew up family to them and you struggling, they will help you. And you could be of different ethnicities. That shit don't matter. That was why I like that Sonny Carson. When I really, because I didn't understand too much about the Tomahawks, but when I got to hear a little bit more now about the Tomahawks, it totally clicked in my brain. If you look at the Sonny Carson movie, the Tomahawk right hand man was a Puerto Rican dude. It finally clicked in my brain. I got like a little bit of a hint why the Puerto Rican dude was like Tomahawk leader right hand. I kind of got an idea to it, but not it even more clicked in my brain why that dude was in the picture like that. It clicked in my brain. I understand it more now. That dude was from East New York or from Brownsville. That whoever was that Puerto Rican dude that was down with the Tomahawks, who was the leader right hand. The dude was like his childhood friend type shit. Most likely 9 out of 10 for 10. That dude, that Puerto Rican dude who was with him, that was like I think like a child. That was like his childhood like family to him. They were straight up brothers, maybe to say. So now it makes sense. Now I understand a little bit more about the history of the Tomahawks and the evolution of those gangs, which is amazing. They say they're the biggest gang in New York. Tomahawks. I think originally Jolly Stompers. So, but that was like childhood. Those are childhood eras. What we're talking about. Those are eras where these people are young men, but it's really childhood. Like seriously say childhood eras, and then the evolution of it. That shit is wild interesting. That shit is wild crazy, wild interesting, and we still have yet to really see that story, y'all. Sonny Carson tells a great part of it. It tells a fantastic part of it about let's just say New York gangs in general. Sonny Carson tells a really good example of it, but there's more. There's still even more I can learn about it. Straight up, if I was to say, that's it don't matter what of the 5 boroughs you're from, your true foundations of it don't matter. I don't give a fuck you talking about the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. I'm talking about double all that shit. And I'm not born in that era, but this is what I'm learning about. Your foundations of the 5 boroughs come from the 50s and down. It come from children of the 60s, 50s, and down. And without those foundations, your shit would not exist. It was the work those eras put in and sacrifice into the 80s. That the 80s is the time I would say, like those children was dubbing out, but it's really the sacrifice. Those without the sacrifice of those foundations, what they did in that time, you wouldn't even have up to right now. You probably wouldn't even have up to right now to say. Those is major cement brick foundations. The work that was put in at those times. That's how basically Akbar they had all of the Ville. That means the Ville and kind of going into not even East New York, kind of maybe trickling into Queens as well. And we're talking about not to say Williamsburg, but it's a couple areas, yo, like passing through the sty, and then what's behind the sty that trickles into Queens. We talk, yo, it's a couple areas. I wouldn't be shocked. It's a couple areas out, like, because East New York, once you cross over to a certain part of it, it's like right in the Queens. That's right. You're right there, like 10 minutes, 15, 20 in the Queens. Like you're right there. You're walking distance, basically to say. That area is walking distance between like 3 parts of the city. Let's say, not to say 3 parts, but like it's a couple different areas right there. If you're in like, and I'm talking about Cypress Hills projects. I'm talking about Cypress Hills. I'm talking about the back East New York. But now was with the children who came from those areas, Brownsville, East New York, and whatnot. With the children who are grown men now, with how the stories they express, it is making more sense to me now. Like my family stories, let's just say, it everything connects. Whatever borough you're in, everything somehow connects. But you and it's true stories, but you'll hear it in different ways. And when you connect certain things, it's like, nah, this area is solid. This area, whatever. But and to be honest with you, most of the areas was solid. Most of the areas was solid. And I mean solid on a good behalf of community and whatnot. Not like you really being hurt and damaged. These are fantastic stories that still need to come out more and more of family experiences, family dynamics, the ups, the downs. It'll give more understanding of the world of, let's just say for New York we have, it'll just make you understand more people's lives and whatnot. But I would tell you the modern day children, they might get this 10, 20 years from now, maybe 30 or whatever, but they don't get it right now. You wouldn't have this without the people who put in work from the 20s. I'm talking about 1920s into like the 1960s, let's say. You wouldn't have none of this. It was a lot of work put in. A lot of work. When I mean a lot of work, people try to talk about these forms of unimaginable amounts of money that people made, and in reality, a lot of the majorities of this whole 50 years I'm talking about 1920s, and let's go into the 1960s. Most of the mass population, even around the world, didn't make money like that. Hollywood, I thought that was crazy. The Three Stooges, Hollywood. I gotta read deeper into it, but it says something about they only made like $60K. I think maybe all together. Now, back in those times, $60K is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But in real truth, if you keep reading further into the story, it's like these people should have at least $5 million. At least. The Three Stooges, and these are like 4 people who went on to have family members. These are 4 men. That they should have at least $5 million. We're talking about like foundations of Hollywood. When I'm mentioning the Three Stooges to y'all, I'm talking about foundations of Hollywood. These 4 people combined should have at least $5 million. Up to today, altogether, it should at least accumulated of $5 million of value in cash or whatever. And they never had that. A lot of people don't understand that foundations of Hollywood, that you think from then to now makes all this kind of money, didn't. In the real world, they didn't. A lot of foundations of things that we think is this kind of a world and this kind of money, they didn't. So now apply that to regular working class people. TV ain't really showing y'all the truth, the real world. I'm developing. I had this all my life where I develop a lot of traits of my father, and I'm developing an addiction for workers' clothes. I love that shit. I love me some workers' clothes. So construction pants, pants for plants, for construction plants, or for operating plants or whatever. Mechanic clothes. There's so many different versions. Oh my gosh. Construction pants are some of the best dungarees you ever could have. And they look so nice and good. They're just long and monstrous. Construction. Oh man, I love construction clothes. Yeah, I got a little bit of addiction for that. Yeah, it's a deep story. It's a good story. Um, the children who grew up in that world are more speaking out about stories and or their eras and growth with those communities. But it's an amazing story that could be redone. It could be it could be re. I would like to watch it. It's a good book that I would say anybody, you're in your 20s, in your 30s, 40s, you're an old person, you should have your you should try to teach the younger people about the real world that still exists right now and not get caught up with the fake world of what they think they're seeing right now. You know? It'll slow them down, but mentally it can speed you up. See, people are running, moving fast with their body. You're moving fast with your body. You're moving fast with your hands. You're moving fast until you get things. You keep getting things. But maybe you need to slow that behalf down and speed this part up. And then after you speed this part up, maybe you combine, talking about your brain, you combine that shit with these. Now you're really killing it. But China. But yeah, once again, yo, I swear I'm bugging out right now, and I'm really, you reminded me. I'm about to get my butt out of here right now. I got some stuff I gotta do. I am wilding. Yo, you know it's kind of beautiful, but it's kind of weird at the same time. I don't be looking at the time right here, so that if anybody you're trying to do live, like you're trying to do videos or whatever, don't pay attention to the time and just let it flow. That's the one thing of how I just did this, because when after you just came in and then salute to China, I wound up looking up at the time like, oh shit, like look at the time I just did. That's crazy. I didn't even. Yeah, Yapper's Delight. Yapping to the left, yapping to the right, yapping all day, yapping all night. Yo, salute to Tomahawks. Salute to Sonny Carson's clique. Salute to both. Salute to your sacrifices. Salute to your futures. I mean that. Straight up. Straight up. Yeah, more young people need to read those books from the Urban Experience, and they need to make them really look at how blocks really look. Show kids in junior high school, how blocks really look. What was the limits of the most that they ever gotten in life out of that, and like humble yourself the hell down. Because modern day lack dramatic respect to they just lack so much common decency in modern day. and they should still have. It's crazy. How a little object. I'm telling you, that's the beefs all through the city. A family member lost another family member over crack. That I wouldn't like for some reason, whatever's this war that's going on between or beef that's going on between Tilden. Yo, that's funny. Now I know what this dude just said. Now I just realized. Yo, this dude got me bugging, slimy, knowledge born. Now I just realized what he's talking about. Nigga, let's get to that one. Knowledge born. Yo, you got me tweaking. Now I know. Yo, because I just be talking. My family's from Brownsville Houses. Yo, whatever that shit is going on between, which is a shame. But whatever's going on between Brownsville Houses and Tilden Houses, I think that shit is about an object. Definitely, I love you all, yo. Shout out to you, Yee. Shout out to you, Carpy. Salute to you all, yo. Salute to you all. But the dude Knowledge Born, when he said the Tilden part, yeah, whatever's going on with a couple cats that's in the Ville and the couple cats that's in cause it ain't no mad people beefing with each other in Brownsville Houses and mad people beefing with each other in Tilden. No, it's not. It's whoever's a few people who's doing bullshit in Tilden and whoever's doing the few people who's doing bullshit in Brownsville Houses, that's the beef. I don't know why. I think it's over an object. It kind of don't make sense. When I mean an object, I mean like crack. I think it's over an object, y'all. Because, like, there was a time where they didn't have beef. I think this is like a 30, 40-year-old beef too. And it needs to finally be deaded. It needs to come to a realization that it's an act of stupidity. That's why whatever the tragedy that happened over it, like as in a lost one, it was some form of an act of stupidity. And it's being neglected for 40 years. And it needs to be accepted that these was really 1,000,000,000% acts of stupidity. And like, yo, dude, basically those people are still stuck. Oh, my phone dying.